If it's Tuesday, it's gotta be terrain. This week for If It's Tuesday, It's Gotta Be Terrain, I've got a piece of ruined wall section that I made. As you might be able to see in the background, the WitchFate Tor has not seen a lot of work. I was out of town a lot this week and just didn't have a whole lot of time to devote to painting the tower, mostly because I'm also working on my army for Crucible this weekend. So you'll see some more of the WitchFate Tor in coming weeks. But probably over this week and next week, you'll see some other terrain that I've been working on. I think for next week, I may actually do a tutorial for how to do a piece of terrain like this one. But I just want to show you a few features of what we've got here. So this terrain is made out of your standard pink insulation foam, the thick stuff that has the Pink Panther on it. And the base is just a simple side of a cardboard box. And then there's some stones from my front yard, and just a little bit of flock to give us a little bit of color. And then of course the snow is made with baking soda. The lines that you see that make up the bricks all through here, these are just drawn in with a mechanical pencil without the lead out. You just draw them in carefully or randomly or not carefully. Make it look as ruined and as random as you want. I like for everything to be a little bit different size, so I don't really try to make it very symmetrical. I figure they would have used whatever kind of stones they had when they were building these ancient walls. And then to give it some ruin, as you can see up here at the top, and then here, zoom in a little bit there, and a spot here, to do those sections, basically all I do is I take a Sharpie and use the end of it and just smash into the wall after I've cut the pattern in, but before I do any of the painting, and it just makes it look like stones have broken and fallen out, and that it's definitely a ruined section. For the base, I just did some texture, just some PVA and grit, and then for the snow, I covered the base with PVA and then sifted through some baking soda through a sieve, and I was going for real heavy, so I really laid it on thick and let it really pile up in places. So you can see we've got some sections here, and the white's going to go all out because of it being white. We've got some sections where it's just really nice and heavily piled. But yeah, I like this piece. Offers some nice blocking terrain and some nice pass-through terrain for Frostgrave, and it works for Age of Sigmar as well. So like I said, next week I'll have a tutorial where I'll show you just on some spare pieces how to do some of these different techniques. So stay tuned for that coming up next week. I hope you guys liked this new piece of terrain that I've just recently finished. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.